So I'm going to go over the expectations with you on doing these warm-ups, okay? So day one, what is the central idea of the passage? I know that central idea is the same thing as main idea. So I can't really identify parts of this right now because I have to have read the whole thing to make a generalized main idea statement. What inference can be made about American soldiers in Italy during World War II? Again, I've got to wait to be able to do that until I've read the whole thing. And then a quote to support my answer for number 2. Again, I'm going to have to wait, read it, and then go for it. So if I'm doing it on my paper, you ought to be doing it on yours. These are strategies and tools for you to use to make sure that you are able to do these warm-ups successfully. The warm-ups that you do each day will prepare you for the quiz that you will take on Fridays that is exactly one of these. Okay? So you're going to be doing the same process for a quiz on Friday. Half the grade will be showing your work, half the grade will be actual answer decisions that you make. Okay? So I strongly suggest you show your work, unless you enjoy receiving 50s, which I don't think anybody does. All right, pizza is served in many school cafeterias in the United States on a daily basis, but it is actually still relatively new to this country. Pizza first arrived in the United States with Italian immigrants during the late 1800s. It was popular in cities that had a large concentration of citizens that had Italian roots. It remained relatively unpopular nationally for several decades until the end of World War II. Many American soldiers that had been stationed in Italy during the war enjoyed eating pizza on a regular basis. And when they returned to the United States, they wanted to continue to have access to it. Pizza then enjoyed a boost in popularity and soon went from being a food primarily consumed by Italian immigrants to one of the most popular foods in the country. All right. So what is the central idea of this passage? When I go and I look at this one, what is the central idea of the passage? Pizza came to the United States in the late 1800s. Yes, that is a fact and was not very popular. Agreed. But that is details. That doesn't talk about how it changed into popularity. So that is more of a detail. It's not really a central idea. Pizza was only popular among Italian immigrants. That word only, you really got to pay attention to the word only because that means that is very, very specific. So it wasn't only popular among immigrants, it also became popular among soldiers and then became popular the world over. Pizza was introduced to the U.S. in the late 1800s and became popular after World War II. Well, it talks about the soldiers eating it in World War II over in Italy and then starting to pursue access to those pizzas once they returned home. What inference can be made about American soldiers in Italy during World War II? They ate only food provided by the military. Nowhere in there does it talk about being provided food only by the military. Again, that word only is very tricky. They ate local food they were unfamiliar with. Maybe I'm going to leave that because when I come up here, it remained relatively unpopular. Decades until end of World War II, many American soldiers had been stationed in Italy during the war, enjoyed eating pizza on a regular basis there, and when they returned to the United States, they wanted to continue to have access to it. So it talks about them eating it in Italy, and then when they came back home, they wanted to find it and be able to eat it here as well. There were strict rules regarding their diets. Nowhere in here does it talk about a particular soldier diet. So B is going to be our best answer choice. This is a really long quote. I don't expect you to write that all the way down. I do expect you to mark it and tell me how that relates to the answer choice. Okay? So that is my expectation on every single warm-up we have. All right. Thank you very much for watching.